So what is going on, everybody? In this video, what I wanted to do was actually see what the experience was like buying an upgrade for this Tesla Model 3 via the Tesla app. I haven't actually done it before. I wanted to see what it was like. I want to see how instantaneous it is, if it even is. I want to know if you need to be on Wi-Fi to actually install it. And I want to know, like I said, how quickly it goes from actually making the purchase to actually being installed on the car and being ready to use on the car itself. Now, I am making a video of some things that you should look for when buying a used Tesla, because if you guys watched my last one, you guys know that I went with a used Tesla for a bunch of different reasons, because there were a lot of perks and a lot of benefits financially to go with a used one. But there were some things that are kind of annoying when it comes to a used Tesla, so I'm making a video on that. But one of those things is that this does not come with even the basic autopilot pre-installed. So that was a big letdown. So in order for me to even have access to enhanced autopilot or even full self-driving, whether I want to pay the 15 grand or the $200 a month, I need to have basic autopilot. So what I'm going to do today is actually purchase autopilot for the car right here. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what it's like. The first thing I do want to do actually though, show you guys exactly what the Tesla is showing when I do show autopilot. So you can see this is what my settings look like for autopilot. So I don't have any form of autopilot, not even the basic one. So if I double tap down while I'm driving, nothing really happens. I only have regular cruise control. So if you tap once while you're driving on the highway, then you can actually manage the speed. But outside of that, I can't do anything. So you can see automatic blind spot camera, blind spot collision warning chime. The best thing that I have is emergency lane departure, emergency braking, and obstacle awareness acceleration. So hopefully after we install and purchase the autopilot directly from the Tesla app, then I should be able to just use autopilot, and then eventually, because I am taking this on a road trip from New Jersey to Florida very soon this weekend actually, so stay tuned for that vlog. And we do have the car seat back there. So if you guys want to know if the Rev Nuna fits in the back of the Model 3, another video that's coming. But let's go back to the studio, let's go through the purchasing process, then come back down here and see exactly what it's like. Because again, I'm curious, do I need to be on Wi-Fi? Is this considered like a software update? Or is this just literally you purchase it, Tesla on the back end, the servers know, it sends a ping to the car, and then the car just automatically just unlocks it? Let's find out. First, let's get a quick charge in, make sure we're fully loaded. Okay, everybody, so we're back in the studio, and like I said, what I want to show you guys is how, what the user experience is like to actually purchase an upgrade via the Tesla app. I've never experienced it. I haven't seen many people actually do it online, especially with a bigger purchase like this. I've seen some people sign up for the full self-driving, the subscription service, but you can see right now, Tatiana is charging, and yes, that's what we named her. But if I go down here and go down to upgrades, go to software upgrades, like I mentioned, one of the downfalls of getting a used Tesla is some of them, depending on the year that you got it, might not even have the standard autopilot, right? So this is just something that comes with it. So we're going to add it to the cart. It's going to be crazy. We're going to go to checkout. We got the billing address. We're going to use the card that I have on file. We are going to place the order. As you guys can see, all sales are final. Upgrades are not eligible for a refund after 48 hours of purchase. A refund can only be requested once per upgrade. Upgrades purchased together will be refunded together in full. If applicable, tax is calculated based on address provided while placing an order. So here we go. So upgrades purchased. Your car will upgrade while it's in park and on Wi-Fi. This may take a few hours. So again, it says it might take a few hours. You can see that I no longer have the option to actually buy it. So let's go down here. Let's see what email I got. So it says purchase successful, your car will upgrade while in park. This may take a few hours. We recommend connecting to Wi-Fi or a hotspot to upgrade sooner. Upgrades are not eligible for a refund after 48 hours of purchase. A refund can only be requested once per upgrade. Upgrades purchased together will be refunded together in full. So product purchase, basic autopilot, looks like it happened. So now let's go check out the car and see if anything happened. All right, so we're back at the car. Which one is mine? Which one is mine? It's this one. But one thing about where I'm charging it at, so this is in my building, but it's technically not in the garage, so there's no Wi-Fi in here. So I'm curious to know if I got the upgrade. So, boom, just like that, I opened up the car door. Your autopilot has been upgraded. Enable your new feature in the autopilot settings. So let's go into those settings. We'll press OK. We'll go to autopilot. Boom, there it is. Auto steer beta, we'll turn that on. So auto steer feature is currently in beta. It gives you through all the, the terms and conditions basically, like, hey, be aware this isn't a full self-driving feature. You gotta be aware, you gotta put your hands on the wheel, pay attention to the road, all that good stuff. Do you want to enable auto steer while in beta? Absolutely, we wanna get that done. And just like that, now we have autopilot, and What I'm gonna check now in the actual app is if I have access to the full self-driving beta subscription service. So we're back into the Tesla app. Let's go on software upgrades. Let's see if we click on subscribe. Yeah, so full self-driving is now available. So in my subscribe section before, this was not an available option. So we are able to go with the FSD, the full self-driving. So that is pretty much the process, everybody. So it's honestly very simple. It happened pretty instantaneously. Like the purchase in-app happened, and then when I went to the car, I was upstairs. It took me about 2-3 minutes to get down to the car garage. And then when I opened the car, it was plugged in already, and there was no Wi-Fi, so maybe it used its own cellular connectivity for it to be pinged, but there was no real update needed, no big software update for it to get installed. But you guys saw with the second that I opened it with the screen, it let me know that, hey, Autopilot is available, and to turn it on via the settings, and I was good to go. And just like that, now my car has Autopilot, and it will have Autopilot, even if I decide to sell it moving forward. So it's still kind of like a nice added bonus, and it does increase the value of the car a little bit, which helps you eat up the cost. Because if you guys watched my last video on how I got this Tesla, then you'll know that I got a crazy value for this Tesla, and that's why I jumped on it. So it didn't upset me too much that it didn't have Autopilot. I wasn't fully aware, so that's one thing to really take into consideration. And like I said, I will have a video kind of going over some of the things that I wish I knew when purchasing a used Tesla. So stay subscribed because that will be coming very soon. One last little caveat, some people have asked me if you can actually get a refund for this purchase, and it looks like you actually can. So you do have 48 hours to appeal it and get a refund if, let's say, you try it out and it really wasn't everything that you wanted it to be, and you do have 48 hours to get that refund. And another thing that they do mention is if you do ask for a refund, that you're only allowed to get a refund once per upgrade. So let's say if I get the Autopilot, I refund it, and I buy the Autopilot again, then that means that that's it. Like I can't get another refund. Tesla probably thinks like, hey, if you bought it a second time, that means that you want it and they don't want you gaming the system. Now, I don't know how quickly the refund comes in, and I also don't know how quickly you can repurchase Autopilot. That's not something that I'm going to be going over. If you guys do want to know that, let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I'll give it a go. But that's going to do it for this video. If you guys do want to watch some more Tesla videos, like I said, we do have a travel vlog coming very soon. And also, like I said, some of the things that I wish I knew about getting a used Tesla. But that's going to do it. I'm Fernando. Leave some comments down below what you guys think of these videos, because for me this is all new and it's kind of like a new experience, and I'm enjoying getting to learn more and more about this device, for lack of a better term. But that's going to do it. I'm Fernando. I'm out of here. Peace.